So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hi, LaTangela.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
We're good. We're warmed up, ready to go.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I am not myself until I've had my herb. So I've had my tea and I think we're all set. Girl, you're showing up just fabulous. And Kagiso, darling, it's always great to have you as a part of the party as well.
Thank you, LaTangela. Thank you. I like the way you twisted it. You're like, I can't stop the day with my herb, and I expected one thing, and then you went my tea. I was okay.
See that? Sip, no pass. I got you though.
No, you did. You got me good.
Look, they got y'all up early this morning, making it happen, and I'm grateful that you took time out of your schedule because you have so much that's going on. We could be here all day talking about the great things that you have done, but I want to hear all about the inside scoop because, see, I get to hear it first, so then I can go run and tell everybody else. So classified, here we are with these award-winning actors, comedians, writers. I already know that this is about to be something that is just setting the standard. When we chime in and we check out classified, what should we expect?
Christine, take it away.
No, you take it away.
Okay, well, sir.
Somebody got to know something.
No, we do.
You how to show his question. Here's the scoop. So these two guys, probably in their 70s, two white guys came over. They'd been working for the CIA for most of their lives, like maybe 40, 50 years. And we were on a Zoom sort of like this. And they said, hey, as CIA station chiefs all over the world, we worked in Bogota, we worked in Harare, we worked in East Africa, this, that. And what we do is when we go to these sort of locales, we take our families with. We get based there. There's schools, there are these international schools that sort of diplomats and sort of spies of the world's children go to. And what happens there is we kind of generally use our children in the espionage. So if you want to infiltrate like Russia, the Kremlin in Moscow, it's going to be very hard to just fly to Moscow as an American and say, hey, I'm here to spy. But in these places like South Africa, Zimbabwe, Brazil, your kids and the kids of the Russian ambassador and the French ambassador and the South Korean ambassador go to the same schools. And there you get them to become friends, and you get the parents to come over to your house, you get them drunk, you get the kids to fall in love, they all get entangled into each other's lives, and over the period of that they're serving in this country, be it 2 years, be it 4 years, you get to know so much about them, you get to know their secrets. So when they go back in like to their original countries, they're sort of your assets now. You know so much about them that you can control them, So then that's like the premise of it. They're like, okay, they kind of told us the story and they said, do you think there's a show there? That added with the fancy, crazy schools that all these rich people, like kids of dictators, diplomats, and so on and so forth go to. And yeah, so for me, that world, it was such a cool kind of spy world in a way that is like this intrigued, sexy world. But then at the same time, it was this grounded sort of coming of age, teenage family story that kind of the potential of it was so grand that I couldn't say no.
I love it. Christine, the man made me nervous when he said CIA and spies. I say, hold on now, I ain't living right. Let me get him off the line real quick.
But that's what's so great about the show. You're not, you have this teenage girl who's got in trouble in Oakland at home because she's very feisty and she's very, grounded in her beliefs. She's forced to live with her estranged dad and stepmom, who she's not very cool with, who I play. And then I end up basically using her for the things that I need her to do because I have something on her. And I think what I love about the show, it's family friendly. So there's plenty of stuff there for the younger audience. Outside of the spy stuff, there's love stories and boy problems. And for the adults in the room, you can relate on. We have our own drama there. So I think it's gonna just be a lot of fun to watch.
Now, both of you have history when it comes down to making sure that you hone in on that craft and that you bring these scripts to life. How important is it that you gel well with each other and the cast to make sure that all of this is really a sellable moment? Because we're all in just from this.
Oh,
I'm there.
yeah.
I want to see that teenage daughter try you over dinner, like, ma'am.
And she will, and she will, and it gets handled. Something that was very important to us, and to shout out to Sule Remy, who plays my husband. We want, we are a Black family on camera, on screen, and representation matters, and how we show. We are in a very privileged light, but we want to show that how we love and how we discipline and the struggles that we have, just like everybody else. I think the beautiful thing about the landscape of Classified, outside of the beauty of South Africa, is that you will see how much we are alike. So the family from Oakland, family from New Orleans, got the same kind of drama, just different setups,
Yeah. And in that, the idea of all of those, the family relations, the kids' relationship. You think about when the first time you fell in love in high school, when you're 15 or 16, and the pressures that you have, the societal pressures, the other girls that are across the school or the class that you don't really like so much, and the friends and the betrayal that might have happened because of some lies that were spread about. But now, and kind of adding the added kind of intensity of espionage. The idea that that girl wearing that wrong dress or that similar dress to yours might have an impact on geopolitics. That was exciting. The idea that the little things that happen in the playground could have international kind of repercussions. That was
I like that. Whenever it comes down for these international films to hit, I think that we're always last on the spectrum for that. And to see that you have something that you say is family friendly, is something in there for everyone. And yes, representation definitely matters. So when you see this, and it's a different theme, it's a different story. It's not that average twist. Oh, I know how this is going to go. I'm hanging at the cliff of my seat right now. Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you're going to make us wait for this to drop? I need this now. But of course, Amazon Freebie, Prime Video. I mean, everybody get your popcorn, get you something good to snack on. And it's not one of those one-time watch and then we're done. Because you're going to see something different every time you come back to it. So I'm going to need them to keep running it back. But questions that need answers. Christine, if you had to pick a favorite scene that really just got it out of you, because you wanted to make sure that you nailed this one. You nailed all of them effortlessly. Let's just start there. But the one that you had to dig a little deeper for, that was like, ooh, girl, this is it. What would that be? So I could be looking for, and I'd be like, that's my cousin.
Yes, cousin. Yes. Well, I would say it's toward the end of the season. Without giving too much away, there's a moment where everything falls to pieces. And that was very challenging. And it was, just like many of us can relate to, we hold it together every day at work in front of people, right? And then in your private moments where no one is watching, where if there was a fly on the wall, what would they see? Your truth. Yeah. There's a moment where Diane, my character, has a really true moment, vulnerable moment. And that was chef's kiss. So juicy.
Yeah. See that's that life coaching coming out. I love that. I'm going to be on the couch later saying, I need the help. I need the help. Don't forget about me. I'll be back for the next session. I promise you. Okay, so if you had your favorite moment on set and that one scene that just was like it for you, what does that look like?
It's pretty lighter. It's subtle kind of moment, but there's a moment in I think episode 5 where Diane, played by Christine, and Ella, played by Imani Pulam, play the dad. There's kind of this side, the father, Sule Remy, he doesn't sort of necessarily know. It would really piss him off. He would really be angry if he found out that his stepwife is using his daughter in this way, But there's this kind of moment where it's an innocent kids going to dinner, to a date, kind of, the typical, oh, they grow so fast type of moment. But in that moment, it's kind of hitting on the double, on 2 layers. On one side, it's like, man, they do grow up so quickly. But on the other side, it's the mom, the stepmom, sending the kid to a mission, and it's like this, you
Look at
know,
this little
and
sacrificial
the kid is
lamb.
so compromised.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And the
I
kid
mean,
is
not
so
fair. How
compromised
could
as
you be
well.
upset about it?
But yeah, so this was, I remember this moment, the way the three of them played it. It's such a kind of cool side. It had this real kind of grounded family vibe, but also this crazy subtle kind of spy thing that's happening at the same time.
I love it. I am super excited. I am proud of you both. And whenever you have anything that's going on, feel free to jump in the hot seat or the tan line. Tell them, look, I need to say what I need to say. And as soon as you get to Louisiana, it's a field trip, and I am your official tour guide. All of the gumbo. We're going to hook you up with the jambalaya and some snowballs, all the good stuff, okay?
Fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on the 10 line.
Anytime. I know you have more work to do, so I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool, man. Bye.